What really happened aboard Vostok 5, the Soviet space mission that quietly pushed the boundaries of human endurance in orbit? Launched in 1963 with cosmonaut Valery Bykovsky at the helm, Vostok 5 holds a record that still stands today, but why isn't it more widely known? While most remember Yuri Gagarin's historic first flight, few know the challenges and secrets surrounding the longest solo spaceflight in history. Was it a triumph of engineering, a daring gamble, or something more mysterious? In this video, we'll uncover the untold story behind Vostok 5, and explore the question no one seems to be asking. Vostok 5 was launched on June 14, 1963, from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan, using the Vostok-K launch vehicle, an upgraded version of the earlier R-7 intercontinental ballistic missile. This rocket had already proven its reliability, having launched multiple earlier missions. The Vostok-K was a two-stage vehicle, with powerful strap-on boosters and a core stage designed to deliver the spacecraft into low Earth orbit. Aboard Vostok 5 was cosmonaut Valery Bykovsky, who would go on to set a still unbroken record for the longest solo spaceflight, just over 5 days. The mission's primary goals were to study the effects of extended spaceflight and to coordinate with the nearly simultaneous Vostok-6 flight, which carried Valentina Tereshkova, the first woman in space. Despite a series of technical challenges, including orbital adjustments and life support concerns, the mission was considered a major success for the Soviet space program. Vostok 5 was a spherical spacecraft designed for a single cosmonaut, part of the Soviet Union's early manned space program. Launched in 1963, it carried Valery Bykovsky into low Earth orbit, where he remained for nearly 5 full days, still the longest solo spaceflight in history. The spacecraft itself was compact, about 2.3 meters in diameter, with a re-entry capsule that was both pressurized and thermally protected for the harsh return to Earth. Inside, Bykovsky had limited room to move, relying heavily on automated systems and ground control for operations. The capsule was equipped with life support systems, communication gear, and scientific instruments for monitoring spaceflight effects on the human body. Vostok 5 didn't have the capability to change orbits significantly, but it was aligned closely with Vostok-6's trajectory to allow for dual-mission data collection. Despite its simplicity, the design was a major engineering achievement at the time. The flight of Vostok 5 began on June 14, 1963, with cosmonaut Valery Bykovsky aboard. Over the course of nearly 5 days in orbit, he completed 81 orbits around Earth, enduring isolation and technical issues like temperature fluctuations and orbital instability. Despite these challenges, the mission was a success and set the record for the longest solo human spaceflight. Vostok 5 also flew in parallel with Vostok 6, allowing for the second simultaneous manned space missions. Vostok 5, launched on June 14, 1963, was the Soviet Union's fifth crewed spaceflight and carried cosmonaut Valery Bykovsky into orbit. The mission's primary goal was to study the effects of long-duration spaceflight on the human body, as Bykovsky remained in orbit for nearly 5 days, a record at the time. Another key objective was to perform a simultaneous flight with Vostok 6, piloted by Valentina Tereshkova, the first woman in space. Though the spacecraft did not dock, the mission tested close proximity orbital flight and radio communication between two crewed vehicles. Accomplishments included confirming the human body's ability to function in space over extended periods and successfully managing mission parameters despite fluctuations in solar activity. Vostok 5 played a critical role in validating life support systems and orbital rendezvous concepts that would become crucial for future missions. In conclusion, Vostok 5 was significant for pushing the range of long-duration space flight. To this day it represents the longest flight flown on board a single spacecraft by a single individual. Every longer flight has either consisted of more than one person, or involved a space station or both. Vostok 5 did fly in conjunction with Vostok 6, resulting in the second simultaneous spaceflight. However, this was a secondary part of the Vostok 5 mission. Its major purpose was its nearly 5-day-long stay in space, and it accomplished that extremely well.